Before you start your kettlebell clean, we want to make sure that you can both swing the kettlebell with a single arm and you can also pull in the kettlebell. These are positions that are a little bit tricky to learn at first. Just make sure your body's in the right position. So the first thing we're going to go over is that single arm swing. So from here, we're going to have our hinge position, down and back. That arm is going to grip. We're going to lock in our lats. And we're going to hike and gently put down the kettlebell. Hike, put it down. That allows us to have that control, feeling that tightness and making sure that that kettlebell doesn't get away from us. From this position, you want to make sure that your opposite arm is swinging with you and not holding you back. So from here, I'm going to allow that to swing with me on these single dead step swings. That other arm on the outside is swinging with us just like it would, possibly a little bit different than when we're doing our two-handed swing. From there, we're going to go into those consecutive single arm swings. This is where it gets a little tricky. Don't let that body rotate away from you. So from here, hike, swing. So again, parking the kettlebell, getting it nice and safe on the ground, and making sure that you feel solid in your position every single time. From that single arm swing, you're going to go into what's called the side pull. This is going to be a pulling sensation, locking in the lats, which is where we're going to end up shooting our hand through the hole for the clean. So you can practice just a pull alone. There is a difference between the swing and that pull. Make sure that you're not swinging and then pulling. That pull comes right from the hip snap. All right, so we're gonna come back. So even with that short movement, you have your breath that matches that pull every single time. From there, this is where it gets tricky, is being able to shoot your hand through the hole for the kettlebell clean. So be careful, start light, and understand what's happening. If you haven't yet practiced, check out the cheat clean to make sure you understand how that kettlebell is going to actually swivel around your wrist and not flop over and smack you. So from here, we're going to come back, we're going to hike. So that kettlebell is going to come back. We're going to pull it into our sides and our hand's going to shoot through the hole. A couple of times of practicing with the open palm can actually be really useful. Think about threading the needle so your fingertips are pointing straight up to the ceiling. Make sure you practice your single arm swing for a couple of weeks before you actually start practicing that single arm clean. Eventually you can get into that double kettlebell clean, and that's where it gets real fun. All right.